Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. On today's vlog, I'm going to be talking about all the quick service options at Disney's Animal Kingdom, including my review of Satuli Canteen. So hit that subscribe button and come along on this adventure with me. So thanks for joining me. If you're a returning friend, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Allie, and this is the Adventures of Mally. I love sharing all my adventures with you, including up north with my husband Matt, and my love and expertise of all things Disney. So what I'm gonna do with this vlog is I'm gonna kind of go down the list of all the quick service options at Disney's Animal Kingdom. I'm going to rate them from least to greatest. This is purely my opinion, and a lot of this might be based on old information because obviously I haven't been to every single quick service in the last year, but they're just based upon information from previous times that I've been, so I will be completely honest with you. Some of these quick services may have changed in the past couple years, but in my research with other vlogs, because obviously I am obsessed with Disney and I always keep up on all things Disney, I don't think it's changed that much. So I'm going to rate it from least to best, and then at the end I'll give you my review of Satuli Canteen. So the first quick service restaurant I have on my list is Fari. So you can probably tell just based upon the name, it's basically pizza. I have heard through the grapevine that they kind of have upped their game a little bit with their pizza options. It's not just like your basic run-of-the-mill pizza, but they have a lot of flatbread options with different topping options, which I've heard that is a lot better, especially for pizza connoisseurs and things like that. This is a great spot for kids, especially picky eaters who might not want to eat like ribs or Chinese or whatever, because all kids like pizza, right? I've heard that garlic knots are really, really good. Again, very basic. This is why it's least in my opinion. One of the main reasons is I'm not a huge pizza fan. I think it's pretty basic. If I had kids, I'd probably take them. But another reason why I voted or I ranked it least was because last time I was there, it was like super crowded. It was really confusing. I felt like it wasn't very clean. There was just like stuff all over the place. Kind of the same with Pecos Bill and Magic Kingdom. I have the same feelings about that quick service place at the Magic Kingdom. I think because it's so popular and there's so many people, like, you know, there's napkins all over the place and there's food all, I feel like they're not able to upkeep with the amount of crowds that come in and out. It's kind of right in the middle of the hub, so a lot of people who don't know all of the quick service options around Disney's Animal Kingdom might gravitate towards this quick service restaurant, which I feel attributes that to why it's always so crowded. So this is my least favorite, or I guess you could say it's number 6. So number 5 on my list is Asaurus, and I might be saying that wrong. Some of these names, these quick service names at Animal Kingdom are kind of hard to say. So Asaurus. I rated this just a little bit above Fari. This is in Dino Land. Again, really great for kids. I feel like Dino Land is just the best for kids. I'm not a huge fan of Dino Land. The only ride there that I kind of like is probably Dinosaur, but even that's kind of hit or miss for me. I don't have to ride it. But if you have kids, especially if you have kids who love dinosaurs and things like that, this is a great area to go. They have like a huge dig site where your kids can probably spend hours just digging for dinosaur bones, and it's a great way for like parents just to kind of sit and relax. Obviously you watch your kids, don't just like leave or whatever. But this land is actually really, really great for kids. So it's kind of natural that Restaurantosaurus is really great for kids. Very basic, it's your burgers, your fries, things like that. There is a mac and cheese hot dog that I've heard is really, really good. I have never had that, but I've heard it's very, very good. I've heard that the theming is super cool. The theming is kind of based around like a scientist dig, so it's like the headquarters for the scientists who are on the archaeological dig. which I think is a very cool theming. So if you have kids who are super into dinosaurs, or you're in that land and you can't get the kids to leave the dig site or anything like that, this would be a great place to go to catch a quick bite to eat. So my number 4 option for quick service restaurant on my list is Harambee Market. This is in Africa. I've heard actually really good reviews for this. It's been a couple years since I've been to this restaurant, but a lot of people that I talk to say that this quick service restaurant is very good. It's kind of off the beaten path. I don't think a lot of people know about it, but the reason why people say it's good is it serves like ribs, it serves curry. There's actually a lot of really interesting flavors and interesting dishes. If you're kind of sick of the whole basic burgers, fries, pizza, that kind of stuff, this might be your option. Maybe if you have picky eaters for kids, this would be an option, but if you really like curry and like having a little bit of flavor, but you don't want to pay like the table service prices or want to sit down for a table service restaurant, this might be a great option for you. The only downside is there is no indoor seating, so you are at the whim of the weather. If it's super hot, if it's raining, things like that. They do have like covered seating there, but sometimes people maybe want to get out of the heat. Obviously, outside seating, no air conditioning. My number 3rd option on my list is the Yak and Yeti Cafe, which is in Asia. Again, this is an outside seating, so what I had said before with the Harambee Market, no air conditioning, you're at the whim of the weather, so that is the downfall of this one. But I've heard that this one is also very good, especially if you love Asian inspired food. They even serve a lot of their dishes in like the typical like Chinese food, Asian takeout containers, which I think is really cool. So if you really love Chinese food and you really have a fixin' for Chinese food, this would be your place. And again, it's a quick service, so you don't have to pay those table service prices or wait forever. Again, keep in mind, it is outside, so if you want it inside with air conditioning, this would not be the place to go. Another kind of good thing with Yak and Yeti Cafe is I have heard that this is a really good place to take advantage of your dining credits if you're on the Disney dining plan, which I'll put a link up above. I don't know where it goes. I'll put a link up above. I've done a review of the Disney dining plan, and if it's right for you. But if you are on the Disney dining plan, I have heard that this is a great place to go to take advantage of your snack credits. They have some very interesting snack options that you can use your credits on that aren't your typical like Mickey pretzel or things like that. So if you really want really interesting snack options, this would be the place to go for that option. Number 2 on my list is Flametree BBQ. Now I really struggled with putting this at number 2 because I've had some really great experiences with Flametree BBQ, but I've had some really not so great experiences with Flametree BBQ. Do you remember when I told you when I was talking about my number 6, which was Pizza Fari, about how crowded it was and how I felt it was like dirty and just like overwhelming? My not so great experience at Flametree BBQ also was that. It can get crowded sometimes because I feel like it is kind of in the middle there, in the main hub where everybody is. So my last time I went there, it was crowded. The seating is actually really great. There's lots of seating, especially if you kind of have to go around little nooks because some of the regular seating is a little hidden. So I didn't have a problem finding a seat or anything, but the experience I had, there was like napkins all over the place and food on the ground. A lot of the tables were just dirty, but I have had some really, really great experiences at Flametree BBQ. So their fare includes like obviously barbecue, or else they wouldn't call it Flametree BBQ. Barbecue, ribs, pulled pork, that kind of stuff, which I love that kind of food. I feel like that's like comfort food to me. So my first experience with Flametree BBQ, I absolutely loved the food, and I didn't have a negative experience with it being dirty. It's just unfortunately then I went a second time and it was not good. So that's why I really struggled putting this here. So I'm still gonna put it here because I'm basing this just off of food, and I just love barbecue. One of the side dishes that people really, really love, and I've had it too, and I loved it too, it's French fries with pulled pork and cheese. So what's not to love? Pulled pork, love. Cheese, love. It's nice gooiness, just love. So if you ever go there, I suggest getting the French fries with pulled pork and cheese. And my number 1 quick service option at Disney's Animal Kingdom is obviously Satuli Canteen. And I'm going to give you a review because I did go there for the first time this past October when I was in Disney World and absolutely loved it. This is one of those quick service restaurants that is the best at Disney's Animal Kingdom, but I am going to say, hands down, this is probably the best quick service restaurant on Disney property, out of all the parks. Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Epcot, out of all the parks. And I know a lot of people probably won't agree with me, but I truly, truly believe this is the best quick service restaurant. One of the main reasons is the price. I think for what you get for the price is excellent, but also the food is just so interesting. Again, it's not really your typical burgers, fries, pizza, but the food is just, it's so unique, and the flavors were just so good. So what I ended up having was the slow roasted beef bowl. And what was interesting about the slow roasted beef bowl was it was a bowl and it had like veggies and the beef and things like that in there. But they don't really, they obviously cook the beef, but it's not like super, super well done, which I felt like made the flavor of the beef just really pop in your mouth. It was just great. I feel like with the quick service restaurants, they maybe have to like overcook the beef, but they didn't here. It was just so good. The girls also had some bowls. I think Liz Zitney had a shrimp bowl, which was really good. Liz Jolly actually had a tofu bowl, which again, where can you get tofu at a quick service restaurant on Disney property? And she loved it. So even having that vegetarian option, that tofu option is just, that's awesome. That's so great. And she really, really enjoyed it. Another thing that I really enjoyed is I didn't get it at Satuli Canteen, but I got it. There was like this little kiosk just literally right outside of Satuli Canteen, but I ended up eating or drinking it with my meal, is I got a Moira margarita. I may be saying that wrong, but I'll put in a picture here. It was super good, and it even came with like a little light up lotus flower, which I kept. I don't even know if it still works. I'm assuming it does, but that was really, really good, especially with my meal. And then also I got the chocolate mousse cake. Again, very good. I think the Liz's got some kind of lemon thing. If I have a picture of it, I'll pop it in right here. They said that was good too. Another reason why I like Satuli Canteen is there is mobile ordering option, which we loved. We did use it. We ended up popping by there as soon as we were done with our flight of passage, Fast Pass. Obviously it was very busy. People were waiting in line, but we ended up taking out our cell phones, doing the mobile ordering. Girls sat down at the table. I ran to go get our margaritas. By the time we get back, bing, bang, boom, it was done. So I know a lot of the quick service restaurants are starting to do more mobile ordering, and you've heard me say it before many times. If there's mobile ordering through the My Disney Experience app, I highly, highly suggest you take advantage of it. It is such a time saver. I absolutely hate waiting in line, so mobile ordering, please, please do it. So there you have it. That is my list of all the quick service options in Animal Kingdom. I'm sure I missed some, and I'm sure that there's like kiosks or snack carts that I could talk about and things like that. Also, what do you think about my list? Do you like Flametree BBQ? What do you think about Harambee Market? What has been your favorite meal that you've had at Satuli Canteen? So I thank you for joining me. I hope you have found this vlog useful, especially if you have an upcoming Walt Disney World trip planned. And especially if you're planning on going to Disney's Animal Kingdom and you're not really sure what kind of quick service options they are. Please don't forget to show that love by hitting that subscribe button down below. I love all the support that I've been getting, including the likes, the subscriptions, and the comments. I love hearing all of your comments, and I love making new Disney friends. So until next time, I will see you real soon.